Hey everybody, Jackie Perez here. So we teach CPR, AED, and first aid classes here at the Y. This video is just to kind of go over choking for a little one and how we can step in and what we can do to help. So for anyone that's kind of an infant size, maybe up to 1 or 2 years old, anyone that you can kind of pick up and brace in your forearms, this is the kind of skills you would use for that. So you have to be able to kind of lift them up. One important thing to think about with choking, and this can go from littles all the way up into adults, is that if anyone is choking on something but able to cough, the best thing that we can do is to encourage them to keep coughing, to cough harder. If they're able to get any sort of exhale of breath via a cough, that force they're getting kind of from their diaphragm up is more powerful than anything that we can do externally. So stay with them, encourage them to cough, encourage them to keep coughing, encourage them to cough harder. So that's going to be kind of their best line of defense. If they're able to cough and we go and kind of whack them on the back, that could do the opposite effect, and whatever's causing them to choke could kind of dislodge down instead of up and out. So again, hands off if they're able to cough. Just encourage them to keep coughing, cough harder. When we step in with our hands externally is when the victims get to the point where there's no air coming in or out. So they kind of have that universal sign. So for an infant or anyone that you can kind of pick up and brace, the way we handle choking is to go between 5 back blows and then we rotate them and do 5 chest compressions. So we start by cradling their mouth and make sure not to cover their mouth, because if the object were to come out, we don't want to have that mouth covered. So we're going to pick them up and kind of brace them in our forearm with their little face cradled in your hands. Easier to do seated, which is why I'm seated here, because I'm also going to use my leg to help brace the baby. So just between the shoulder blades with that fatty part of your hand, you're going to give 5 back blows. Okay, so if it doesn't come out, I'm going to rotate babe to the other forearm into the other leg and do 5 chest compressions. And then back to the back blows, rotate, back to the chest compressions. So you're just going back and forth with the 5 and 5 until the object comes out. Again, using the forearms and the legs, and also note that the head was below the heart. So when we're doing the chest compressions, when we're doing the back blows, the baby's head was lower than the heart, so that gravity is going to help us a little bit. If the object didn't come out and the baby becomes kind of unresponsive and limp weight, then that's when we have to lay him on a firm flat surface and perform CPR and get EMTs activated. So we keep doing the back blows until it comes out or they become really unresponsive. And like I said, this can go with anybody that you can step in and pick up and brace on your forearm. So you're just going from back to chest. So that would be how you handle choking for an infant or a small child. Take care and stay safe, everyone.